Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Alright, so our streak is back at 1. I know it technically doesn't count because, it was greed mode that we won on. But, I don't know. I think greed mode is relatively hard. So, I'll take it. Win's a win, and I worked hard for that win anyway, so I'm not going to take that away from myself. If you want to take that away from me, that's fine. I don't blame you, but just want to let you know that I still consider it a win, and the game considers it a win. So who really is in the wrong here? I think it might be you. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things with recording and making content again. I took a couple days off because I really was not doing too hot for a little while there, and I needed to take a break, for my own mental and physical health as well. So I apologize for that, but it had to be done. So I don't want to fuck myself up in a way that'll, inhibit me from making content even further on in the future. So, if I'm feeling bad or just generally not good, I want to make sure that I can, take care of myself, The Halo is a very good item to start off with, and our stats are really good to begin with here. We've got an excellent rate of fire. Stat and damage is definitely looking good at the moment as well. Now, hopefully we can hold on to this deal with the devil here. That would be absolutely ideal, and it looks like we should be able to. Got a tinted rock right here. Okay, it did not give us any spirit hearts, but that's fine. Sure. And we can buy a spirit heart here, so no problem. And I would like to buy another one if at all possible. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We got one spirit heart. We can make it work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, I need some water. Unfortunately, I do not have any access to water at the moment. I'll get some later, because my throat is definitely suffering at the moment. Why did I go in here? There was no reason for me to go in here. Oh well, no big deal. We'll be fine. We'll use Monstro on Monstro. It seems like a solid course of action. So with being gone for a couple of days, I have, quite a bit to talk about. Whether or not I can remember all of it is a different story entirely, but I've been watching a lot of TV shows recently. As a way to kind of relax a little bit, and it's not something I've done a whole lot of at all up until recently, but I watched the first season of the Netflix original Sex Education, which, to be honest with you, I was not expecting to be a high quality show necessarily. I was kind of expecting that it was going to be your typical teen drama, so to speak. Although I had heard very good things about it going into it. My expectations were still relatively low. And I would say that it definitely exceeded those expectations. I really enjoyed it. And there's only one season out right now, but I really enjoyed that show. It was very good. It was very relatable to some extent. You know, the characters are all British, but doesn't make it any less relatable, in my opinion. It's just that there were some elements that were like, you know, oh, this is very typical teen drama, but for the most part, it made itself unique in its own way. And in that respect, it was very good. You know, and I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to future seasons. You know, because in the past, I've been let down, and I think everybody's been let down by those teen drama / comedies, you know, whether they're TV shows or movies, because a lot of them can fall for the same tropes that, you know, every teen drama, movie, or show falls for to some extent. You know, like having these unrealistic situations for characters, or painting an unrealistic light of teenagers as a whole, you know, really like, and also to some extent dating shows as well, like, meaning like the content is short-lived and cannot survive for longer than a few years. But I don't think Sex Education falls into that category. I think it is a high quality enough show that it will be able to hold up for years to come. And I mean, all around, I just really enjoyed it. And it kind of, you know, got me into this kick for teen dramas, shows in particular, and I was like, oh, I want another one, you know? And I don't like shows that are overly dramatic, or, you know, kind of just don't cool it at all, you know, with the dramatics and the bad things that happen and whatnot. And I understand that's entertaining for some people. For me, it's just not. It's like very overused, in my opinion. But you know, I got recommended by a friend Friday Night Lights, which was a show that was out from 2006 to 2011, I think. And it's on Hulu, and I was like, all right, you know, I've heard about it. I didn't think it was going to be all that good either. And I've watched, I think, maybe 2 episodes of it, I think, and I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. It feels overly dramatic, like very much so, but at the same time, I'm kind of enthralled by it. Is that the right word? Kind of encapsulated by it? No, that's not the right word. It's definitely not the right word. I don't know. There's just something about it that's very something that really pulls you in. And I guess one thing could be that I love football, which is kind of what it's all about to some extent. But a lot of TV shows, you know, get the idea of football or high school football all wrong. You know, they kind of play it up to be this thing that's bigger than it actually is, or they ooh, we got Bumbo and Dark Bum. All right, you know, I'll take that. Or it, like, or they, I don't know, they do that same thing where they make the shows to be extremely unrealistic, and that's a big turnoff for me. You know, I was kind of hoping that would, you know, give me a deal with the devil. It's actually what I was really pulling for, but this is fine. We can handle this. anything to get us closer to Guppy is A-okay in my book. But yeah, you know, I'll see how that show fares for me. And I'll get back to you on whether or not I like it. But to some extent, I have low standards for TV shows. I've realized, not for movies, you know, whatsoever. A movie really has to wow me in multiple facets in order for me to enjoy it. And that annoys the living Christ out of people. Excuse me, out of people that I know. Because they're like, why can't you just enjoy the movie? You know, it's not meant to be this or it's not meant to be that. But I just, you know, if a movie has inherent flaws, then I can't help but point them out. You know, I can't help but dislike a movie because of those flaws. You know, it's just in my nature to point them out. You know, but it's completely different for books, you know, weirdly enough. I like, you know, a book can be terrible by everybody's standards, and yet I'll love it, you know, because for whatever reason, you know, even though I enjoy reading, I'm not nearly as harsh of a critic when it comes to books. Like, for example, Ready Player One. You know, I read that book before I saw the movie. And I've seen that book get a lot of flack for it basically being like a 80s pop culture circle jerk, which I can completely understand and I actually agree with. But, you know, at the same time, it felt so enjoyable to read. Like, I became attached to the characters. I thought it was written really well. You know, I thought the descriptions were awesome. You know, and I think the movie did an okay job of giving it justice. I think that it portrayed it a little inaccurately. In the sense that, you know, like, they changed the plot a little bit and they didn't touch upon a lot of things that I feel gave the book a lot of life, but, you know, that's just me at the end of the day. But, you know, I've gone on Reddit, like on the Our Book subreddit, and there was one thread in particular that was like, you know, what books get a lot of praise, but you think are actually terrible? And a lot of the answers were Ready Player One. And for one thing, like, I didn't even know that book was critically acclaimed, or that, you know, people generally thought it was a good book to begin with, but apparently it is, because a lot of people put that down as their answer. And I can see where they're coming from, but I disagree. Just because I think that people can be way too harsh with books. You know, they can judge a book unfairly just simply because it doesn't fit this exact criteria they have in their mind. And I know that's very hypocritical of me to say, because that's how I am about movies, but I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. In no way does it mean that I'm right, and I don't believe that you know, my opinion is the end-all be-all opinion, but, you know, like, come on. Like, it's a little excessive. Come here. Come here. There you go. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was, for whatever reason, I thought that was Bob's brain. You know, and it's not. I have no idea what that is. No. It's a bad item. Don't know what that is. Could probably take them anyway, but Like, you know, like I don't know. I get afraid of taking items that I don't know anything about because I don't want to make like a run-ending mistake. You know, like taking orbiting tears, which was awful. Ooh, you almost got me. But yeah, this run is looking real good. I very much like where we're at the moment. We don't need that. Might be a little tempting. Maybe. Okay, I was not expecting there to be another one. That's fine. Yeah, shut up, Mom. Shut up, Mom. Can't you see that I'm trying to play The Binding of Isaac? Don't you get it? I'm a gamer. Take that, please. Thank you. You know, so Dark Bomb, with Dark Bomb, we should be able to win this run with no problem. However, I still do not have a whole lot of faith in myself, and I think that is valid. Because, you know, just because I've won a couple times recently does not mean that I still don't take dumb damage, because I absolutely do. And that does not seem like it is stopping anytime soon. Look, could one of these take me to the deal with the devil? You know, I've opened about fucking 10 of them so far. Would really appreciate one that would take me to the deal with the devil and do my work for me. But, alright. Whoa, okay. Ow, there were these poops that were making him sick. Alright, what do you got for me? Do not want the tower. Don't want that either. You know what? The tower might actually come in handy. Yeah, let's go. Why not? We don't need anything else from this floor. Take it. Thank you. But, yeah, you know, I'm gonna watch Friday Night Lights. Or watch a little more anyway, and see how I really feel about it. Because it does feel a little dated to me. Like, there are some elements of it that really kind of, signify its age. Like, some of the ways the camera is used, and like some of the effects that are used in order to like create effect, you know, like that. It's not really used anymore, but like that slowed down blur shot, like you know, that looks really corny in my opinion. It's like I don't know. No one really uses it anymore, but it was used a lot, especially in early 2000s media. I did not mean to walk in there. Oops, I also didn't mean to place that down. Fuck me, dude. Alright. Alright, we're not looking too hot here. You know what? The tower might come in handy, not gonna lie to you. And it kinda did, to some extent. There's a tinted rock. It's small rock. Doesn't give us a huge damage upgrade, but does help us to some extent. We need a range upgrade, if anything. We are not doing too hot on range. Got 11 range. It's abysmal. There we go. I know I shouldn't do this. And I'm not going to. Because there isn't anything in here worth taking, but... Alright. Oh, no! Oh, I couldn't have gone back to the item room anyway. My mistake for walking in here in the first place. Or walking in there in the first place, even though I didn't mean to. Alright. We're good, we're good. No problem. Oh, you know, something else I wanted to mention was that I finished Ender's Game, which I don't know if I've talked about already, but I read the book, and it was a very good book. It was really good. You know, a little confusing at times, but I think that's to be expected with a sci-fi book like that. But I really liked it. You know, and I've heard that the movie is absolutely terrible, so I'm not going to watch that, but you know, I enjoyed the book a lot, and apparently there are like 3 other books in the series, you know, which I didn't even know it was a series to begin with, so that's interesting though. I'll definitely have to check them out. You know, I don't know really if I'm going to read them, to be honest, because I feel like the original left off on a good note as is, and I kind of don't need anything else, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Overall, very good book though. Would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Yo, this room is freaking me out a little bit for a second. Take that. I need all the help I can get, Dark Bum. Really need you to come in clutch here. That was very clutch. Do I want to re-roll this run? I mean, all of our stats are good, except for range. No, I don't think I'm going to re-roll it. Because I think we run too much of a risk of getting a bad run in return. Or a bad roll. You know, and as much as that re-roll came in clutch on that one winning run we had, I don't think I need it. Now, this run is definitely not in a winning position, but I do think that I'll be fine anyway. Okay, no. I was worried he was going to blow himself up. Because I forgot that they do that sometimes. Those stupid sons of bitches. Come on. Come on. Show me your face. Show me your face, bud. There we go. Okay, Guppy's tail. Need one more item to become Guppy. And becoming Guppy will help us out greatly. Hopefully we can get something in the deal with the devil. It's kind of what I'm gunning for a little bit. Although frankly there are plenty of other items in a deal with the devil that we can get as well. Oh, you son of a bitch. Got him. I shouldn't have taken that. You know what? It worked out. Oh, thank God. You know what? Rotten Baby is just fine. Conjoined. Okay. You know what? This is just fine. I didn't even know this synergy existed, but it works for me. We'll take black powder too. Why not? Even though we're not exactly looking so great on the HP side of things, I have faith. It's very good. Thank you. Ooh. Yeah, what the hell. Epiphora could be of great value to us. You know, like our range is not good anyway. So I don't see any problem with taking this, to be honest with you. Okay. Yeah, this run is looking a lot better than it did just last floor, so I'm feeling fairly confident now. I think maybe there are a couple items that would, you know, like really solidify this for us, but other than that, I am feeling fairly confident. And blue map is pretty good as well, so I will go after the secret rooms now. That's also very nice. Game is treating us very well here. Now I'd love to have a win streak of 2, so if you don't mind, game, don't dick me over, and I won't have a problem. God damn it. You know what? That's fine. We got plenty of keys. You know, I couldn't see that. There we go. Yes! We have become Guppy. So now we shoot flies, right? I think. If I'm not mistaken. Do I have to have this in order to become Guppy? I don't know. But I think I'd rather have this than Monstrous Tooth anyway, so not a Ooh, I forgot the secret room. You son of a bitch. Alright. Another one of these guys. Hey, I'll gladly keep using them. Alright. Let's go down this way. Oh, I think we do shoot out flies now. That's real good. I like that a lot. I don't like spiders a whole lot, I can tell you that much. But I do like being Guppy. That is very nice. There you go. Alright, we're in real good shape here. I am not in the slightest bit concerned. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. Could I take on Hush? Nah, you know what? I don't trust myself a whole lot, to be honest with you. So we'll just go ahead and we'll move on to the shoal, because I don't go down here a whole lot. Mainly because I'm afraid, and I think it would be better to take the top route, even though I'm sure they're like exactly the same, but I didn't mean to use that. secret room. I only have, I don't have any bombs left. Oh, you know what? That will give me bombs. That will give me plenty of bombs. Game, if you could not be that way, I would really appreciate it. Alright, so I guess we're going this way. Whoa. Can you not with the fucking bombs, please? Book of Revelations is killer, I think. And since we already spawned in flies on our own, I think we'll do just fine without Guppy's head. Although those are both very good items, and either one would work out well for us, I think. You know what? Using that served absolutely zero purpose, I now realize. I'm going to go down this way, get the super secret room, and be on my way. And I'm feeling very good about this run. Like, incredibly good about this run. Like, I don't think there's any way we can lose it. Alrighty. Come on, Satan. Come on, bud. Give me your best shot. There we go. Easy frickin' money. Hell yeah. God damn it. I didn't see them. I did not see them. Oh shit, did we win? I guess we did, huh? We didn't go down to the chest though. Oh well. Hey, I'll take it. So another win in the books. We've been playing really well recently, making better decisions, playing a little more aggressively as well, which in turn is actually working out for us. So I think that's going to be the move going forward, is to continue playing aggressively and ultimately, you know, just I think the problem I have a lot is that I get very conservative because I get really worried that I'm going to mess something up, but you gotta take chances sometimes, you know? Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends, and let me know you want to see more of any gamesters I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. Love you very much, and I'll talk to you later.